Hello, it's me. I've been wondering if after all this time you'd like to meet.
Okay.
So where are you now?
In the middle of Hanoi.
Oh, would you say that is an isolated place?
Oh, no. Isolated means far away from human beings. The city is packed with people.
And how do you feel?
Pretty lonely.
Hello, welcome to Teenager Therapy. This is our podcast from Quát High School. I'm Tuan.
And I'm Quỳnh. This is our non-profit program raised to help teenagers to cope with different situations in their life. Today, we're going to talk about the mental health of students in this modern society.
The millennium generation is the most sandwiched generation in every aspect. It's a tough time to be a teen with cyberbullying, exam stress, and a self-control that piles on the pressure to always look good.
Although we are living in the digital age in which we are able to connect to everyone all over the world, even including the people that are 1,000 miles away from us, but we still feel lonely. The statistics have shown that the rate of mental illness such as depression, anxiety disorder, burnout, or suicidal thought has never been this high. Adults always say, "You're gonna be okay, you're just kids, nothing to worry about." But the question is, are we really gonna be okay? It's not okay that over 20% of teenagers are suffering from depression. And it's not okay that every 100 minutes a teen takes their own life. And it's not okay that only 30% of them are being treated for it.
We have so many things that our older generation never had. But why are we still struggling? What are we worrying about? It's obvious that social media is killing us. I'm so fat, I'm so ugly, I'm nothing compared to her. No one will want me. Constantly scrolling, constantly comparing, constantly wondering what it would be like to be that perfect, to be that skinny, to have that many friends, to be that rich. Post after post containing unrealistic information, portraying the image of perfection to the user on social media. So now what do we have? Either depression in teenagers who have low self-esteem, who are constantly isolated from the real world, bullied, concentration disrupted, fearful of missing out, and peer pressure to be that perfect. We are living in a real judgmental society.
That's true. May you not know, but anxiety can come from the smallest thing we do every day. Let me show you how. Suppose this girl sends a message to her crush on Messenger or any other apps, and then she'll be waiting for his reply. And if he has seen it, but then nothing happens, and she would definitely be like, "Oh, why doesn't he text me back? Oh, he probably hates me now. I'm sure I'm ugly." Many more questions like that. Overthinking leads to anxiety, negativity, and depression. Our teenagers nowadays are obsessed with the phone. Face-to-face conversation and interaction between people fades away. Instead, we text, we send messages, we go to coffee shop to have small gathering, but the first thing we ask is a Wi-Fi password. And before we eat something, we feed the Instagram first. And when we go to our friend's house to play together, but then each of us plays our own phone for the rest of the time. We are distancing ourselves from one another with this phone screen.
I couldn't agree with you more. So now let's talk about another way that society is increasing depression in teenagers. Teenagers can't become teenagers anymore as they are constantly pressured into performing well so that they can get the best scholarship or so that they can get into the most prestigious schools. And there's no time for teenagers to do the things that make themselves happy. And guess what we have?
Oh, what's that?
This is a letter from our podcast.
Oh, let's see it together.
Listener. Yes. The night is silent and all I can hear are the hands constantly ticking on my clock beside my bed. I keep telling myself it's only another minute. I will get to sleep eventually. I look at the clock. It's now 3 a.m. and I have been constantly thinking about that assignment. I'm still yet to complete the test. I'm probably going to fail tomorrow and that 4-hour extra class I have tomorrow night.
Oh, poor her. Is it a society that we want our kids to grow in? No. And you know the worst part is that the adults like our parents or teachers cannot fathom what we are undergoing. They cannot understand our sorrow. They can't figure out what kids with sufficient physical supply like us have to stress about. They don't know that what we need and what they have to take care of is not just the physical side but also the mental one. The generation gap creates the boundary and barrier between children and their parents. So teenagers often feel like they have no one to talk to.
Again, what's the society doing to have that? They do nothing, as many people believe that teenagers are gonna be okay. It's just puberty, and the adults who have never gone through what kids with depression are suffering from, call them lazy and helpless, and then advise them to just go outside, get chilled, and be more active as like the depression is gonna go away itself.
Like they said in one popular teen drama, you know that? Some of you cared, but none of you cared enough. Depression is not just a feeling, it's a sickness. And the society needs to do more to help the teenagers who are suffering from it, because it is a serious matter that's going to affect our life in the future if we don't do anything to change it. It's ridiculous that the teenagers nowadays are set to be faking their depression to look cool. We don't know that whether this statement is true or not, but what we do know is depression is not aesthetic. It is painful, and we need to protect ourselves, we teenagers, from it. If we are sad, say it out loud that we are sad. If we are not okay, tell them that we are not okay. Seek help from families, friends, or therapists. We cannot let it become the generation who loves being sad.
This is the end of our podcast today. Thanks for listening. If you have any question, please contact us through the website quattherapy.com. Thank you and bye for now.
Bye.